Hi everyone, Fritz here. Do you feel like you paid too much in tax this year? Do you feel that you did not get the tax return that you wanted? Well, in this video, we're going to go over 6 tips that can help you increase your tax return. Most of the tips on this list are going to be considered tax write-offs. What a tax write-off does, it reduces your amount of taxable income. For example, if you made $100,000 and you have $10,000 in write-offs, you are then only going to be taxed on $90,000. But if you're on a short time frame and you're just looking for the 6 tips, I've listed them down below, but here you go as well. But let's get into each one specifically. Number 1 is going to be unemployment. If you are unemployed for a portion or most of the previous year, some of the write-offs that you can use are going to be the costs that include printing out your resume, business cards, transporting yourself from point A to point B in order to market yourself while you're looking for a job. Number 2 is going to be moving costs. Maybe you had to move in order to find work, or maybe you started a business and you wanted to put yourself into a better market. The expense that you had to put into moving and relocating yourself, you may be able to write off those expenses as well. And for some of you who have a family and you are paying a babysitter, you are able to write off those expenses as well, because you have to work in order to make a living, but you also need childcare as well. Putting money into their retirement accounts. So whether it be an IRA or a 401k, this is probably the most common way I see a lot of people save money on taxes every single year. People are putting money into those accounts in order to save money on taxes. They will be taxed on it, just on a later date. They won't be taxed on it this year. However, there is a limitation. You can only put so much money into those accounts every single year, but it is a way for you to reduce your taxes now. Number 5 is going to be charitable donations. So if you donated canned foods, if you drove to the donation center in order to drop off the goods, the mileage that you put into that, you are able to write off those things as well. Number 6, it's starting your own business and you have business expenses that come along with that. For me, as a financial consultant, I have to use a laptop, a cell phone, the bill for the cell phone, the internet, the rent that I have for my office. All of those things are business expenses that will be reduced from my income throughout the year, and I'll be taxed on whatever is left over. Now, of course, there are certain stipulations for each one of these tips, and you're gonna wanna go to irs.gov in order to see if you qualify for your specific situation. If you weren't able to apply them to this year, save them and use them for next year. If you haven't filed for your tax return yet, hopefully these things will be able to help you get a better tax return. But I do also want to end on this, that if you are getting less of a tax return, if you're paying more in taxes and everything else is equal, that's actually a good thing. That means that you made more throughout the year, and I just want to say congratulations on your hard work, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.